Yeah, I love that you're very like I guess even keel. Like you're not like no, I had to go super hardcore no matter what every single day, or you're not all over the place. Where did you adapt that mindset from? Like again, like I asked about family and stuff. Like was there somebody that I don't know that maybe was into books and they kind of taught you a little bit about like certain mindsets and that sort of thing?
It's kind of tough to say. I feel like if I think about how my parents raised me, they always say that like, if you put the work in, everything will come to you. Mm-hmm. So I just look at it, it's like, let me just keep working, let me just keep grinding. I don't have to like be super loud about it or like scream about it, this, that, and the third. I might do that here and there, but that's not like the general way I go about things. Mm-hmm. So just put the work in and things will work out.
Yeah, you're letting the numbers talk for you.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
I talk my shit though every now and then. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you can, so that's great. Yeah.
I think what you're talking about, like the yelling and like getting fired up and some of that that other side that we have sometimes or tap into sometimes, that's something that you get into maybe like 5% of the time.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that often, but sometimes you feel like you got to get there, and I don't really know why it happens, but sometimes it's like I kind of always looked at it as if you're trying to grab a hold of a baseball bat as tight as you can and just beat the hell out of self-doubt. And sometimes that comes out verbally and you making a bunch of weird noises when you're about to lift because you're like, this is heavy. I'm not really sure if I can do this today. There's all this shit running through your head. You're like, I was like 3 pounds lighter today. Like this stupid stuff. Man, I don't have my normal belt with me. Like this belt feels weird. All this stupid stuff starts to seep in. And then the only thing you can think of is like, well, maybe if I just get mad and turn up the music, maybe that'll help.
See, like I always tell people like, I'll never post this on social media, but like whenever people are around me and like I'm having a day where I don't want to lift, that's when I start talking. Cause it's like, I'm talking myself into the lift. Like I'm trash talk. Like I'll talk shit about like my competitors, but it's like in a way to kind of get me riled up. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, they think I'm going to lose like this, that, and they're like, I'm walking around, but that's more so for myself. Cause like, that's a day where I don't feel like being there. But I kind of talk myself into kind of like getting into that.
You don't really believe that anyone even cares, right?
I'm like, they probably don't give a shit about what I'm talking about. I probably sound annoying as hell right now, but I need it to like get myself.
No, I believe in that. I think it's the locker room stuff. The coach, puts up the newspaper clipping of, Belichick is famous for that. He would find something with the other team. These guys said this, or this cornerback said something about Brady back in the day. And then what happens? That guy gets toasted for like 4 touchdowns. Like they go out and they seek him out. And sometimes coaches even make that shit up. Yeah. Coach would be like, yeah, by the way, I made that up.
Michael Jordan made it up for himself.
Right. Yeah. Right.
It'd be like, this guy talks shit about me, and he would do it in fucking like in interviews and stuff. And then that guy'd be like, no, I didn't. He'd be all scared.
Like, I didn't say anything.
I just use trolls now. I mean, like there's like this there's like this one. I have a screenshot on my phone, but this guy's like, oh, Russ is so cringe. I was like, man, fuck this guy.
That's great.
I was working out. I didn't even feel like working out, but like I saw that in a screenshot and I literally just used it for the workout. And I ended up having a great workout. I was like,
printed it out, put it in the front of the gym.
Yeah. I was like, that was great. So
social media stuff is so weird, and YouTube stuff, like you get a comment like that, and as silly as it is, it kind of hurts you, kind of irks you. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, what does he mean? Like it somehow makes you feel like you're doing a bad job. Meanwhile, you got, a couple 100,000 people following your stuff, and you got X amount of likes and so many comments, and you got people coming up to you. You changed my life, man. Let's take a picture here. Sign my wrist wraps or whatever it is. Like you got people that have really been impacted, and then you have the one guy who's like, oh man, you totally cheated on those deadlifts. Why are you using straps? And it's like one day you decide to wear straps because you got a little nick in your hand, so you don't want to open it up because the contest is coming up, and then everyone complains about it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I know you're enjoying this episode, but listen up. We partner with Merrick Health. They're a telehealth network owned by Derek for more plates, more dates. But literally, the amazing thing about Merrick Health and getting your labs done with them is that when you get your labs done, you work with a client care coordinator that goes over your labs and gives you specific supplementation or nutrition protocols or potentially hormonal protocols for your levels. The problem with a lot of these other telehealth networks is that when they do these things, they give everybody the same exact things, which actually can hurt you long-term more than to help you. Andrew, how can they get it?
Yes, that's over at marekhealth.com. That's MAREK health.com. And if you already know what labs you want to get at checkout, enter promo code PowerProject10 to save 10% off all of those labs. If you don't know where to start, head over to marekhealth.com/powerproject. And you guys will get directed straight to the Power Project panel that has 26 different labs that will cover everything you need. And at checkout, enter promo code PowerProject to save $101 off of that panel. Again, marekhealth.com, links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes.
Yeah, it was funny because like I was just chilling. And I saw that, I was like, man, fuck this guy, man. I like went on his profile and it was private, so I couldn't like really see anything. Of course, I was like, man,
it was probably Nsima.
Yeah,
probably open private accounts,
his burner account. Yeah, well, it's because we don't want to be ostracized out of our tribe, right? So like this, like back in those days, if we were pushed out of the tribe, then it's like, fuck, we're probably gonna die. Yeah. So the second we see somebody talk shit to us, we're just like, whoa, hold on, wait a tick.
Yeah,
like, hold up. But with that though, like I see the hashtag get better. What is it?
Get better today.
Get better today. Like I see it a lot. Like you're impacting a lot of people.
Yeah.
What's that feel like when you're seeing dudes like overcoming so many different things? Like that's got to be amazing.
Nah, I've caught myself like in the last couple of years crying. Like sometimes like I go home like fuck, like you're kind of. It's like when I post some of the stuff that I post, I don't think that people are like gravitating to it as much as they are. I recently it was a very interesting day. I was like driving to the gym late at night, and I never work out as late as the day that I went there. And this guy came to me in the gym and he's like, yo man, like I watched your video, it saved me from a dark spot, like, you know, get better today, this, that, and third. And I just burst into tears right there, like in front of him. I felt so like, I was like, fuck. And he goes, oh, I hope I didn't say anything wrong. I was like, nah, bro, I just needed that. So it's very surreal, to be honest. Like there's no like real way to kind of explain that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy, right? Like you're not thinking like I'm just lifting and I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
And I am aware that people do enjoy it. It's obvious that people watch it. They do seem to like it. But I wasn't expecting that guy to tell me that he got off of heroin because of something that I said or did. You're like, wow, that's okay. That makes all these videos worth it. That makes editing them and staying up in the middle of the night and having the thing not upload and having my phone die on me and like all these stupid, crazy things, having too much, not enough storage on your phone anymore or whatever whatever all the weird stuff is that you have to try to figure out to get stuff uploaded. You're like, well, shit, man, maybe it is all worth it. And then you get hit by the guy that tells you that you're cringe. And you're like, fuck this shit.
Fuck this guy.
But have you guys ever had like imposter syndrome, like about what you're doing? You're just like, why me? Or like, why is this situation unfolding for myself? Or like
sometimes a little bit. What I'm most proud of is that I've been able to positively impact the people that are close to me. That's my favorite thing. And that's the stuff that will pull on my heartstrings pretty strongly. Being able to help, like I've helped both of my brother-in-laws lose weight. I've helped my brother with addiction. Andrew is always complimenting and saying I've helped him with certain things and just the people around me. So I'm like, because what's the point in doing all this if you're not impacting the people that are around you in some way? My dad will tell me. My dad's like, he's like, yeah, I felt real fat and lazy today. He's like, but I saw you walking. So he's like, I got my ass up and I went out on a walk. And that's the kind of stuff that I think is really awesome. But I definitely have had moments of like, yeah, why are people so fired up? Why do they care so much? But it makes it a lot of fun. I know that.
For sure.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel because we continue to bring you
peak content on this channel. Obviously, you guys are here. You guys have watched the whole video. So like, comment, subscribe. All right. See you later.